F1 Academy has just launched an incredible free resource for any young girl who might want to become a race car driver. If you're new to the world of cargo fast, F1 Academy is the all-female single-seater development series aimed at getting more young women on the path to Formula One. You may not know that Formula One, along with a number of other motorsports, are not gender-separated categories. This means that men and women can compete against each other in all levels of the sport all the way to the very top. And while we have had women compete in Formula One in the past, and even had a woman score points, we haven't seen a woman make it to Formula One in a long time. F1 Academy was created to help with that ladder, because as less young women are aware of racing as a sport that they could have as a career, don't see themselves represented in the sport, and don't have access to some of the funding that's necessary, we statistically see less young women make it into motorsports, and therefore less women make it all the way down the path. And we've seen that the growth of women in karting has improved, and now we have this new resource, which is really exciting. The guide itself was created by F1 Academy in partnership with More Than Equal, and it is a 240-page guide to everything you might need to know to get started. A lot of households are dealing with things like this. Your 5 to 7-year-old daughter says, "I would like to be a race car driver." You say, "That sounds really cool. How do we get started?" And then both of you kind of look at each other and you try to Google and figure out what would happen next. Now what happens next is you can download a 248-page guide for free. Whether you are a parent or a young woman who wants to get into racing, this guide actually covers everything from the pathway and the steps that you need to take to get to where you want to be, as well as tactical and technical driving skills, physical development that's necessary specifically targeted at women, mental skills, social development, and everything else you might need to know to get started. This is a comprehensive guide to everything you might need to know to get started. And I think what's really great about it is it not only helps with this idea of what do we do next, but it's also a physical thing that a parent could put their hand on and say, okay, I actually do know how to help you achieve your dreams. And in a way, it's something that young women could look at on their own and say, okay, these are the things that I need to do to accomplish my dreams. I think it's going to help facilitate a conversation in a really different way. I wanted to play basketball growing up, so I tried out for the basketball team. If I had wanted to be a race car driver, there's no world where we would know where to start. And it's such an inaccessible and expensive sport that this free document is really helpful on the educational side. I'm super excited to see how many young women will be able to utilize this resource to really chase their dreams, and also how much easier it might make things for parents who are trying to help their kids figure this out. Resources like this also help push forward diversity in terms of the types of people that are able to figure these things out. It gets rid of some of the gatekeeping in this sport, and it's also specifically developed for women, which is something we don't have a lot of in motorsports. If you're interested in seeing the guide, it is completely available for free on the F1 Academy website. And I'm curious, if you're either a young woman looking to get into racing or a parent that has a daughter that is interested in it, do you feel like resources like this are something that are really necessary and might help? And if you're someone like me that's sort of past the age of where you would become a racing driver, do you think having resources like this may have changed your path?